Hi, chat. Why is my light off? Hang on. Much better. Also, it was raining outside. I went to the shop and it decided to rain without warning me, which it has now done 3 days in a row. Every time I go outside, it decides to rain. But I hope everyone's well. Hope people are good. It is Friday, so it can't be too bad, hopefully. And yeah, we're going to chill some with Final Fantasy. I think I'm going to level my Dark Knight some. And go from there, really. I have done my side quests for today, so we don't need to do those, which is good. And then beyond that, roulettes, do some PvP, and then see where time takes us, really. I don't think it'll take too long, because I'm tank, so it won't take too long to get the key roulettes done. I don't know if I want to do all the roulettes, but I also think I'm maxed out on tombstones, so I don't actually know what I want, like what I need to do. But yeah, that's the plan. Thank you for hanging out. I feel exceptionally deaf in this ear today. I'm always deaf in this ear, but for some reason it feels more annoying than usual. I don't know why. Okay, let me swap. So, does this actually work? Oh, it does. Wow. Is this the right one? Yes. Yes, it is. Okay, bottom left. I will go... Let me grab the cards from... Which place was I yesterday? Yes, here. Copy. Paste. That should work. Yeah, that works. Cute. Okay. All right. Okay, let's check out my retainers. See if there's anyone dressed cool. Oh, someone's offering flowers and it's going badly. Any glam to steal? That's the point. Is the Aussie thingy updated with the new glam yet? Eorzea. It has not. It's a shame. I want to see what the space stuff looks like. That's the point. What am I listening to when I hear the game music? I guess it's just filtering, like, where is it coming from? I'm hearing the back loop from the capture card? What is getting to the speakers? Because that's plugged into line. Does it become a line out? I'm thinking if I can tweak my audio settings so I don't need to keep changing my audio settings. Basically. Because I have to turn my speakers down every time I stream because I don't want them feeding back into the microphone. But I'm trying to think if I can reduce the volume that it comes through specifically from the stream setup. Because it's just the game. So it's got to be... Like, that's not even the right PC. Let me see. Because I'm pretty sure I'm listening to... Right, yeah, like the game capture is not coming through to me via this. It's definitely coming through my speakers, which would be the line out, I believe. Or is it just going out via the speakers? Chat, I did a test with the audio. But I'm deaf in one ear, so I can't tell where it's coming from. Right, yeah, that didn't help me. I'm trying to think where, because it doesn't come through unless the capture card is active. But then that just feels like the capture card is being listened to in another way. Yeah, so I'm listening to speakers like it's a headphone. Now, does that change? Interesting. So in theory, I don't know how I'm going to do the test on this. Chat, I need to test something. And the only thing I can think to judge my volume is an episode of a show. So I'm going to need to mute myself for real quick. Just to make sure that I don't... Well, actually, I only need to mute the PC. So that I can see how loud stuff is coming out. Right. Let me just open... 1 second, chat. Okay. Now it's too loud. If I do this... Yeah, that's not affecting game volume, I don't think. I think that might work. It hasn't changed for you, but it's quieter for me. Also, why are there system sounds coming through there? Where are they happening, and how can I turn them off? Why is there always system sounds turning themselves back on? That's great. That means I don't need to keep messing around with my speakers. I'm a genius. It only took me 2 years to realize that that's how that works. Okay, I can go back to the game now. Boop. Okay, let me check my retainers. Whoops. That's so loud. Why is that so loud? It's just the sting is so loud. That's better. Did I make any money? I did not. Also, we gotta check. I gotta do the housing stuff. We were trying to mess around with housing, and I forgot to look up if there's a glitch to get stuff on the walls. Ah, poo. Can't do that on stream. Oh well. Okay. I am level 95, almost 96. Hey, it's a 2B cat girl. Whoops. I really do like that dress. I think it takes, yeah, it takes over all of your equipment, right? All I'd have is my my sword and my... Like, don't get me wrong. That's absolutely a, you know, Ball gown level dress. Wait, what bit does that change? Does it only change the effect stuff? Oh. You can make all the, like, cyberpunky stuff. Cool. Silver really messes that up. Pearl white kind of works. I kind of feel like you could leave that one. Yeah, the green I don't like on the top. Gold kind of works. It's pretty. But yeah, we have a few things to do. Big one being... roulettes. Frontline. Join. Oh, I also need to go to the gold saucer because I didn't pick up my prize and I feel like it's too late. I feel like once again, even though I was using this stream to, you know, get into the idea of doing stuff correctly. Oh, crap, where's the... I don't think I can... Can I get there in 30 seconds? I don't know. I also might not be able to interact with the menu while that menu's going. But I'm going to try. Because I just want them to tell me, hey, sorry, your tickets are out of date because you forgot to pick them up again. And I will have to apologize. Oh, no, I actually did... It actually worked. We got the minimum prize every time. Go, 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 go. Oh, it's the crystal one. This isn't the worst one, to be fair. Not as bad as the break stuff. What am I going to play? I want to play Viper, but I really suck at PvP Viper. I don't feel like I can hold my own at all. Warrior, I know I can, but that kind of feels like cheating. Gunbreaker's a bit meh. Bard isn't bad for just doing damage, but I don't remember if that's set up or not. Is that set up? No, because I'm missing an ability. So I haven't played Bard in long enough that they've removed an ability. What about Dancer? Okay, Dancer is. Let's go Viper, though. I want to get better at Viper. Okay, so follow everybody. We need to get to the blue, the red diamond up here, and actually win the fight. Because usually what happens is we do this and we don't win the fight, and someone's going to kick my ass. Ow! Why am I zoomed in so far? Oh shit, I actually got it. That never happens. Go, go, go! Stop fighting! Make sure we get this one. We got this one? Nice! That actually went well. Now we can fight. Who do we need to fight? Blue? What was the pink? Oh, that was... Bye. Oh, we need to be up here anyway. Well, that was fortuitous. Boom! Dancer dead. I think that's the first person I've killed in PvP for a very long time. Oh, we lost the thing to red. Make sure we get this one. I kind of assumed we had it. Looks like red came out in fourth. Frontline is such a catastrophe. The new mode, though, I really like the new mode. The new map. Whatever you want to call it. It's very lackluster game. Wait, why are these guys here? Oh, we need to get top again. We're all fighting, which isn't the worst thing to do. Okay, that got them off it. Survey says... Hell yeah, okay. There's another one here, and then there's the red one over here, which we should honestly get to. Blue are going to turn around for this, but they're currently fighting red, so we should take advantage of that. Scare them away! Hell yeah, we should get that. Nice, nice. The one over here. Also nice. Now the one up top. People ran away. Don't think they can get close enough though. Oh, we got it. Nice. I don't think we want to push our luck to try and get this next one. They're gonna have a oh, I've got hit. I mean, if you're gonna push out that far, warrior, you're gonna die. Gold, top, 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 top. Quite a chilly wind coming from my window. Ah, we were too slow. I can't believe that. What was happening there? Were they fighting the blues? Ooh, ouch. A bit too far forward there. Red towards base. I mean, we're way ahead, so we're okay. We need to get this one down here. Let them squabble over that. Take this one. Ow. Ow. I don't have any health left. We let them turn. We tried to push that middle one for some reason. I don't know why. There was no point. We were too far behind, and now we're going to get caught up on. Because we're letting them take too much. Now we're going to squabble over this. We're not going to get it. And we're going to leave them to just take these ones. We absolutely cannot afford to do. Someone take it. Be careful, I don't want to... Ooh, I'm in the middle of a bunch of people there. Another one of these. They're gonna fight over... As long as blue get the other one, we're good. But we need to start killing red. We need this. We absolutely need this. Nice. Yeah, we're back on track again. We can't push that far in to take blue. Red is the problem, so we need to be picking off red, although blue just got that, so that's not as much of an issue. South? Okay, let's go. And then push in on this one. That's a good idea. Oh, no. Push on the red. Push on the red. They're still fighting over the other one. This is perfect. This is the one we need. Absolutely deleted that dancer. Oh crap, the blue came behind us. I didn't even see they were coming up the side. Ah, crap. Overwhelmed. There is another one, as long as we don't keep throwing ourselves to death. There is another square right behind. There seems to be one rogue red holding it? No, we got it. Okay. Yeah, no. There's no reason to keep throwing ourselves to death against them here. Like, pick off what we can, but we shouldn't be dying, he says. I mean, they haven't got it, so blue's going to get it, I think, at the back there. But we are 40 points from winning. Penta is back this way. Boom, that's it. Yeah, I haven't won one of these for ages. Oh yeah. Did I actually do anything though? I killed 3 people. I assisted 14 times. My damage is always dreadful. Like, always dreadful. Yeah, like one of the lowest. And honestly, it's just the targeting. I find I struggle really bad with the targeting. Oh, I need to buy a new ticket. Oh, also, how did I leveled up, right? How much XP did I get for that? Damn, that was like a level and that was like a half a level. Alright, alright. Purchase jumbo jackpot. Nice. Got my ticket. Okay. Oh, we can see what event's happening. Where's the gate? Where's the gate, lady? I really want to do a jumping puzzle. We didn't get a jumping puzzle once last week. Wait, what was it? Air Force One again? I haven't done indoors Air Force One for a while. Beep beep. Hello, Tough. Welcome, welcome. I'm glad you do. A bonus round. We just did front line. Or I just did front line, rather. And we won the first time in a long time. And then we'll do some roulettes, I think, to level up some Dark Knight stuff. Oh, I thought I'd shot the bomb then. So we'll probably do leveling dungeon next. Just doing some gold saucer stuff. I was looking for a jumping puzzle, but it's not a jumping puzzle. I don't know when the next event is. I think it's 22. Did I do it? 700 points left, yet. Got it. Wee ween. Nice, nice. I forget how many you've got. How many did you have? Oh, you've got 3. Okay. I think you got a rare... Yeah, you got a rare-ish one straight away. When's the next event? 25. Probably 22? Does it tell me the next one? No, it says... We can queue up for leveling. I forget which ones it is. It's level... Wait, which dungeons is it? It's leveling... Best roulettes or leveling. Forget which one it is. I'm pretty sure it's leveling, main scenario, and alliance raid, I think. Someone did like a calculation on it. I forget which one it is. Yeah, leveling. There was a whole post on it, and I always forget which one it is. Celine pulled within temples. I looked away and you pulled. I mean, I'm gonna call cheating because you probably have a back door to the art. No, well done, well done. GG. I don't know. I actually don't know what the drop rate is on. She's just the most difficult to get. She's the only 5-star on the little widget. This is one massive post. Where's the TLDR? Conclusion. Oh wow, you are filling up that collection quickly. Time efficiency. At this point. That's too much. That's too much. Leveling alliance raid front lines. That's it. Well, I was correct. I was correct. Done. Only 2. Wait. Do the cards demand tough? Also, hey, Sweeney. You have to wait until he's done though, because otherwise it won't work. You have to do it between pulls. Because they are the same widget. I could probably change that, though. Oh, but I guess then it wouldn't have the data. Oh, wow, you really did only get... You got 2 duplicate cards, that's it. That's crazy. I thought Cyberpunk did it quickly. Hey, thank you for the streak, Sweens. Oh, I didn't actually queue for this. I just looked at it. On... Why can't I queue for this? Oh, because Frontline's tipped. Stuck. Oh, I haven't done this for a long time. I don't know if I did enough AoE, I'll be honest, I don't know what my AoE buttons are. I think they're these ones. I hope they're these ones. I'm just gonna do this, because I don't know what I'm doing. Quietus does damage? Sure. I am not prepared to be doing roulettes on a Dark Knight. I don't know what... I'm sure there's like a healing ability. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. All these buttons confuse me. It's been far too long. I just want to get it to 100 or whatever. Do I have a heal? That's a reduction in damage. Heals damage. Restores MP. This dude. And then this. And then we'll press this. And then this. I'm so glad that this game is relatively easy. Wait, Jetpack Cat getting nerfed? I thought Jetpack Cat was basically in the gutter at this point anyway. Why is that not working? I'm not facing the person. I'm also not using my AoE. This is going to be even worse when I do Alliance raid, especially if I get Raktika. No, not Raktika, that's the dungeon. The Evilis raids. I don't know if that's an AoE. Like, this is a slash, right? Didn't mean to do Quietus, that's an AoE. Oh, I remember this boss. Remembered it a little too late, but I do remember this boss. Ow, I got caught again. At least this only does a stun and not a full-blown death spiral vulnerability stacks. This one? No, I got clipped by one. I was doing so well. No, there's too many. Okay, I got away from it. Feels like DPS is very low in this dungeon, and it's almost certainly my fault. Another tank buster? What is boss if you need tank busters? Oh yeah, I'm getting curry later. I forgot about that. But it's Friday. Even though this is FF Friday. No, we will kill him. God damn it. We got it. Read. Does this go into the water bit? Does this go under? I think this goes underwater, right? It ends underwater. I think the bunch of wasps or something spawn out there. Yeah, I remember. I farmed this dungeon for something. I don't know what, but I did. Ow. Ow. Oh, Abyssal Drain! That's the button that heals me. There we go. I do have a big heal. I thought I did. Ooh. Ooh. When's the next FanFest happening? End of July. In Berlin, yeah. Well, it should be a chunky one, too. Berlin is... long wait. I mean, we're nearly there. It's like halfway through June already. I'd hope to be when you're here. No, unfortunately not. Unfortunately not. No, I forget. There was a, they obviously said, like, wait until Berlin for a bunch of stuff, and I think some of that stuff was very important. The 8-man raid's getting announced, for sure. I think it was more on... what is it called? What's the enhanced jobs stuff called? Evolve jobs, I think was tagged as Berlin. Yeah, more about the customization. And then... what else was... I think the new UI, like the new gearing system, which is the sort of replacement for like the traditional gearing trajectory was Tokyo, so that's not then. Can't imagine it being anything big for Sage. Sage will have a decent amount, I think, because Sage is a little older. The one that won't... Actually, I guess it hasn't been a healer. Like, Viper and Picto will be the least. But they'll mostly be button conglomeration or whatever. Combining, right? It'll basically be like... Picto has a lot of buttons that just don't need to be multiple buttons. Yeah, they won't touch the general button presses, I imagine, so they want to make it more unique. So you'll find that there might be something mechanically cool about Sage that they add. Because White Mage was a bad example in the sense of it has to be the most straightforward because it is the default healer, right? Whereas Sage, it could be that they could pivot you more to getting more reward out of doing damage, right? Because at the moment, I don't think you're actually that Disc Priesty. You're more than anybody else, but I don't think you're, like, actually a Disc Priest. So they could lean into that more, like you get more of a benefit to doing damage that bumps up your shields or whatever. And it may only be for, like, 1 or 2 abilities, but I feel like that's what they would lean into if they were going to make you more unique, right? I can't... Can I collect all of them? I can't remember if I can collect all... Whoops. Oops. I was like, what is happening? I'm like, pretty sure I'm supposed to collect all of those. Or is it 1 per? Is it 1 per? Oh, okay. We're just not collecting them. Yeah, like, because I guess Astro will go back to leaning into the cards a bit more. Because they like... I've never played Astro, so I don't know, but I think they streamlined a lot of the card mechanic. So maybe they'll get some more card unique stuff. I think that's what they're trying to do, right? Is they're trying to bring some flavor back to everybody. And expression. Yeah, I'm not getting myself out of here, am I? Help! Weaker shields, they go boom. Yeah. I can definitely see them. They definitely, because there's a lot of homogenization. Tanks, I think, have the worst of it. Because even my FC was talking while I was doing this dungeon, and I'm not with them right now, but they were talking about how Dark Knight has such a lame gap closer now, because it's just a little dash, whereas it used to be like a big, like very, like, stab, like jump in the air and stab down type ability, and it was very cool. Just stuff like that, which removes some of the uniqueness from each class. But yeah, we should get a lot of more information. They'll also have had a chance to see what everyone's saying, right? So hopefully they'll be able to assuage some fears and problems and stuff that people have had. Assuming the Japanese fans also have the same issue, so that it's kind of... Because I think the big thing at the moment people are worried about is the fact that they said off-tank and main tank. And I don't think it's as big of a deal as it sounds, but I understand why it sounds like as much of a bigger deal. But hopefully, either they just literally change the name because it's causing too many problems, or they at least elaborate on what that means. And all they have to do is show off, you know, Dark Knight or something. But they definitely seemed to hint that they were trying to make healers heal more. Which White Mage was obviously making the damage not take global cooldowns, or not take cast time, so that you don't have to use a GCD to do damage. You can use the GCD to heal. So if you apply that to everybody else, it would make sense then if Sage is the one that doesn't do as much, right? Like, if Sage is the one that does more damage because it's healing through damage a bit more. I don't know how they balance that in a game. I mean, I guess WoW does. Like, Disc Priest is not the absolute be-all and end-all of healers, despite it doing damage also, right? But I guess it is possible to balance that in a normal way. This has more damage than Sage, yeah. Yeah, so they could definitely afford to make Sage do more damage. But I guess it's the efficiency, right? It would, yes, you can do more damage, but unless you're doing a good damage rotation, you're not going to do as much healing. So I'm excited for the new skill on Sage that makes you heal all members with, oh yeah, I forget what, it's got some dumb name, obviously, because it's Sage. But yeah, that one. That one. Cardia is the base one, right? I think. And then there is... I'd have to look on... I can look on Sage after this. I can't remember what it's called. But I think it's like quite a long cool... It's basically, I guess, a raid cooldown. Like, you know, you want to bring everybody up after a big splash of damage, but also... Oh, Abyssal Drain just saved my butt then. They just have my all-time... Yeah, I was saying this last week. I honestly think my Final Fantasy character is my favorite character that I have. Because you do so much with them. And because I honestly feel like the customization in Final Fantasy is better than most. And most of that is just because you can dye stuff and they have a wide range of things, right? Why was my targeting doing that? That was weird. It's like my tab button was stuck. Especially now with the no... Oh, yeah. Like, the new no limitations. Because the crazy thing is now, is what you've got to think of is when they announce all the AF gear, you know, the class sets or job sets for each job in the new expansion, you can look at that and be like, oh, I like that one. And actually just go, yeah, okay, I'm going to wear that as a white mage or whatever, right? That's a vastly different feeling. It's made the most difference for, like, accessories. Because, I mean, even my like, smaller pieces, because my gloves that I'm using now, which have the, like, tattoos and the wrist, like, length gloves are light armor, I believe. Cloth, right? These things. They haven't updated the Omega jacket yet, so I still don't know what the 2 dye channels are. Like, she could change dramatically. But what I'm worried about is they're going to update this Omega jacket. They're going to make it look nicer, because they'll obviously give it a bit of high fidelity, which is great. However, there are a few channels they could choose to go with, and one of the channels on this is, like, there's like... I'm a little thing now. There's like a gem or like a little light on my butt that glows, and I think there's a couple of other spots that use that color lighting, and you can just about see it. Very hard to see. So, like, if they make that the second dye channel, I'm going to scream. What class am I maining? I don't really main anything at the moment because I'm just trying to level... I'm trying to level as many jobs as possible ahead of Evercold. But very, very slowly. This is Dark Knight. Gunbreaker is always my main, but if I'm going into content that I either can't remember or I am unsure of like who I'm playing with, I can go Warrior because I can self-heal so much. And if I DPS, it's currently Viper. I'm going to level Reaper because I did really enjoy Reaper again and see if I like that more, but I love the aesthetic of Viper so much. But I really want... Oh, maybe Berlin. Berlin is where we find out the first job. So we should find out the... Actually, I don't know. I don't know if it's going to be the tank we find out or the range DPS. In the way that they said it, they announced it was tank range DPS. So I can only... And they did the t-shirt, which I guess we don't know which one it's for. But the t-shirt could have been for tank, but I think that's giving too much away. But I really hope I like the ranged class, because I really like I like having a ranged class as well. I like Bard is fine. I think new Bard looks a lot better, so that's cool. Dance is pretty fun. But I'm hoping the new range one's cool with the new combat. I expect that there's range tank, so the tank can have a bigger reveal. Yeah. Yeah. It depends. Basically, it depends what that t-shirt is, right? It's why I'm surprised you haven't come back yet. Not that you have to. I know how you are with games, but the fact that you haven't played Sage just to, you know, even just to like mess around for a bit is impressive in its own way. I'm holding myself back. That's fair. That's fair. Need to focus on art. Yeah. No, I understand. To be fair, I do mean before you got your art fire back. But I guess you were quite focused on WoW again, so that makes sense. It's funny because I'm playing Guild Wars a lot. I'm not even playing Guild Wars a lot. I'm like wanting to play Guild Wars a lot and trying to decide what the hell I'm going to do in Guild Wars. And I've basically got until the end of July, and then I'll be like wanting to play this more. But also, there's not that much to do in this that's new, right? So I'm not. It's not quite as bad. It's not going to drag me in like WoW, a new WoW patch would. But I would like to start chunking away at stuff, which is why I start doing these Fridays. You playing Final Fantasy 14 isn't helping? You said you love Final Fantasy Fridays. Wait, did draw not work then? Did it break? Or was I not looking? This dungeon's about to end, so I'll have a look in a second. I wonder why it... The first time I didn't get turned into... Ooh. Yeah, I leveled up. Oh wait, I don't need to do that. I have a button for that. Greed. Greed. Oh, I need that. Oh, I rolled a 3 on the music. Oof. Yeah, did it actually break? I don't know why it would have broken. Yeah. Ooh, what we got? What we got? Where's the gate? Where's the gate lady? What level am I? 97? Okay. Okay. That'll be all the tanks in the end. I did Paladin already. Is it just broken? That is strange. Give me a second. Where's the gate person? Yeah, I don't know why. I don't even know how it would break. It must be the command that's broken rather than the widget for some reason. Cliffhanger? Yes. In 6 minutes? Alright, we've got 6 minutes to fix the widget, chat. Have you turned on the limited leveling, by the way? I don't know what that means. Press U, gear wheel. Limited leveling roulette? Limit the leveling roulette to duty appropriate difficulty based on the level of party members. The duty chosen will be within 8 levels of the lowest part. I didn't even know this was a thing. I don't think it actually matters now, because I think all I've got is... Oh, I guess it would matter for Alliance, maybe? When the fuck did they add this? It'll be like 7 years ago, and I've just never known. The only time I open this menu is to do unrestricted party, and then go and do stuff for thingy. So it makes you do... Although... That's worth it, but don't you get a massive boost if you get a dungeon with new people in it? Or is that just currency? I don't remember if that's XP or just currency. Anyway, I was fixing the widget, chat, and you distracted me. Why are you not working? I'm gonna guess. Still gives you the boost? Oh, okay. What are we? Is stream up. Yeah. Second chance points for the weekly book. Yeah, I always forget to do the weekly book. I always get like a really bad roll on it and then just forget to finish it. Printing tools, overlays, edit. It worked earlier, so I'm confused as to why. Oh, I woke it back up. I think it... Who got that? Yeah, there you go. That's Sweeney's. It just went to sleep for some reason, but opening it on Stream Elements seemed to fix it. Didn't do anything. Is it going to also... Wait, who else? Yeah, it's going to like do the queue, I think. Hey, you got Hal. Nice. I'll just minimize that for now in case it breaks again. But people were spamming it last time. It didn't do anything. So I don't know why it's suddenly broken. Where is you? I don't want to be wearing this jacket if I'm doing the... Hey, Lurk. Nice. Speaking of Lurk, is it stream time? You doing Overwatch today? Oh, is it drives? I almost said I'd join. Now I'm questioning it. Like, later, not now. I'm playing Final Fantasy. But you know what? What class... What... Do I have any outfits? Viper would be a pretty good outfit for a jumping puzzle, right? The cape's in the way. It's gonna be more fun than pain. When I finish stream, I got curry and stuff. So if you're still going when I'm done, I will. Probably won't be until like 9 PM UK time. So depends how much sanity you have left by that point. What's my Reaper Glam? Oh, my Reaper Glam is my... Hey, Core, welcome. Do I have anyone with an extra skimpy glam? Do I have an extra skimpy glam anywhere? Or jumping puzzles, specifically? I mean, I have naked, but that's not... I did clear all of these, because I wanted to actually do them properly. No, I cleared everything. Why did I clear my, like, bikini? That would have been fine for doing this. Oh, well. Viper it is. Oops. Also, the command panel, when they added that, best thing they've added to the UI. Best thing. I guess we can hide my weapons. Wait, which button is that? Nope. This one. Nope, that's not it. Wait, why did it... Ah, when they're sheathed. There we go. We ready? Jumping puzzle time. What roles are you two doing for drives? Are you both doing heal? I don't know what you can do. You do any? No, fair enough. I would say that would mean maybe I can get DPS, but I don't actually know if I can use DPS. I was like, what is that notification? Oh, yeah, it's health going right. Wait, is it not here? Wait, did I go to the wrong place? I thought it started here. Oh, why did it start over here? They moved it? Wait, is it a new one? Rescue the truck. Wait, this isn't the one I thought it was. Oh, no. No, did Cliffhanger finish? No, maybe this is Cliffhanger. Is this Cliffhanger? Now I'm upset. I thought this was the jumping puzzle. Added a new one with the patch. Oh. Oh, I forgot this is technically a jumping puzzle. Whoops. Wait, how do you go back to the start? Do I have to tell them to get me back up there? Yep. It's been a little while since I've done this, I'll be honest. There you are. Yeah, thanks, Sweens. Thank you. Hello? I don't remember this being particularly difficult. Ah. I got you, buddy. Oh, this was Cliffhanger. I was just thinking Cliffhanger was a jumping puzzle. Silly me. Am I getting dropped? I should be getting dropped in this stream that I am watching. I don't think I am. Okay, let's go back to finishing leveling. Wait, wrong class. Yeah. We're going for a position to work with the people, one person we're getting along with. After the interview, we were informally chatting. I mentioned that I'd played Final Fantasy 14. They immediately started spouting Final Fantasy 14 memes. Anyway, they've been offered the job. Can't confirm whether that's related. Hey, it should be related. Because by the time you get to interview stages, most of the time it's vibe checking and just making sure they're not an asshole. So yeah, I would absolutely hope that that's part of it, to be honest. That's very cool too. Like I did loads of interviews for hiring people, and just so many of them are like, you're not a good person to be here. Or they're like too good for your for like the area or even the job sometimes. You're like, no, you're too, like, you are going to hate this place. Like it's very clear that you've got to fit the vibe in both directions, right? That they're going to get along, and also that they're not actually going to hate you for, why did you bring me to this job? This is not what I want to be doing. We could do alliance raids. This is gonna... Oh wait, I need to turn this thing on. Oop. What will that even put? Does that mean it'll put me in Endwalker? What was Endwalker? Oh, the gods ones? Oh, that's pretty cool, to be fair. Yes, replying for the job here, but you're obviously here just to get paid at a higher job offer you've been given. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, that happens a lot. I think also, like, depending on the job, right? Depending on the role, what you're looking for is vastly different. But also, if you're truthful, for understandable reasons, most people don't believe what you're saying. So, like, sometimes they'll come into the interview and they'll be trying to, like, figure out the truth. And they're like, no, there's no secrets. We have told you everything. It is exactly what we've put on the paper and explained to you now. There is nothing else. Oh, the Elezen with the badass top that only they can wear. I think I need to pee. I think I need to pause the queue, chat. It says 7 minutes. Let's see if I've got enough time. I'll be right back. Also, welcome, Cyberfun. Oh, someone pulled out. I was about to press the button. We good. What's the time? 6 o'clock. I don't know if I want to put a hoodie on. It's getting like a little chilly. I don't want to close my window. I like the fresh air. Much rather fresh air and a hoodie than... The weather is so weird at the moment. So bizarre at the moment. So if this works, if this isn't Crystal Tower, is this how you get out of doing Crystal Tower? Oh no! Oh no! No, I said this is the one I didn't want. Shit. And it's not even because I don't, like, I dislike it. It's just, we get it so little because people try and dodge it that I never remember the mechanics ever. It was raining earlier. Yeah, I literally walked to I was like, I'm gonna go to the shop. And then it it just started like not even raining. It was more like the edge of like a hurricane. It was just like wind and water. And I was like, okay, well maybe I won't go to the shop. Then it stopped dead. And I was like, oh, okay, maybe I will go to the shop. Then I went to the shop and then it started doing it again just as I was coming back. So it wasn't quite as bad, but yeah. And then it was hot, but it was also like 18 degrees and I was overheating. And then I was like, well, I'll take my hoodie off. And now I'm taking my hoodie off because it was boiling. And now I'm cold. Oh, that's a lot of circles. Trial by fire, yeah, and some. I don't remember which one this is the first one, right? This is the entrance one. Which I think has the sniper one, doesn't it? Do we need to be up for something, or is that just incorrect? Oh, I needed to be drenched. Do I want to be drenched? I don't know if I want to be drenched, chat. I don't know what that does. I'm just going to stand here and hit the boss and hope for the best. Which is basically how I play this game most of the time. I think raids are the only time I know exactly what I'm doing. Oh hey, that didn't hurt me. Is that because I was drenched? I'm pressing these same 3 buttons because I legit can't remember what the other ones do. Also, Cyberpunk, if I don't... As far as I'm aware, you haven't been consistently playing Final Fantasy XIV. If you get a work person that, like, memes Final Fantasy XIV, I don't have much hope for you staying away from this game. Because if they're that deep, that's all they play. That's all they're going to talk about. I don't know what to do. Am I still the... I am still the target. I believe they also... It's also made fan merch as they're an artist. Well, if they share said details, make sure to bring them over this way. Because one, it would be hilarious if I already followed them. But you can't get enough of some good fan-made Final Fantasy 14 merch. Don't point that stuff at me. What group am I in? A. Oh, cool glasses? They're great. I'll actually keep those. If I get them, that is, I guess. What weight are they? Ah, they're healer, so I don't... I'm greeding on them, so I probably won't get them. I got the boots. I don't think I got the glasses. I found it really fun. I bought the DS, because this is all based on Final Fantasy 12. I bought the DS game for Final Fantasy 12 way back, and for the second time in my life, didn't realize that it wasn't like a regular RPG. And it was like a... What was it? It wasn't... It was like tower defense? I think? I think it was wave-based or tower defense-y, something like that. It was pretty good. It wasn't what I was trying to buy, but for the second time in my life, I just saw the brand or the series and was like, I want that. And yep, got... You know, the first time I was burnt by that was Dynasty Warriors Tactics, although realistically I should have understood that because it said Tactics in the name. I really enjoyed that game, but I definitely was addicted to Dynasty Warriors games at that time and thought it was a new Dynasty Warriors mainline game. And my mother was the particular kind of asshole who took me to the store to buy that game. I don't remember if I was trading anything in for it. I can't actually remember. I don't even remember if we'd gone to the game store to buy me something, or if I just saw it and was like, oh, I'd really like that. I don't remember which scenario it was. Either way, she's an asshole. Was an asshole. Definitely isn't anymore. She is dust. But she bought me Dynasty Warriors Tactics and then said I could have it at Christmas, which was... It had to have been at least a month away, but I do feel like it was longer than a month. I want to say it was a couple of months. Which, no, that might not... It must have been... Maybe it wasn't quite that far away, because my birthday is a month before Christmas. There's no way she held it... I mean, my mother would have done that, but I don't know if she did do that. But yeah, like... letting me physically buy the game, then telling me I can have it for Christmas is next level bullshit. Like, saying, no, you can't have the game, leaving the store, and then coming back at a later date to buy it for me secretly for Christmas? Now that's a good gift. But, yeah, that's not what happened. Oh, that's gonna hurt, that's gonna hurt, that's gonna hurt. Move! How is everyone's Friday, anyway? I'm assuming for most people this is now the last day of work. Yeah. I get hit by that, or did I get clipped by a circle on the ground? Damn, I am still the main tank here. I need Abyssal. Oh, I used the wrong ability. Oh, does that share a cooldown? Shares a recast. Oh, restores own HP. Pure potency 500. Why did it seem like Abyssal? Wow. Why did it seem like Abyssal Drain had way more effect in that dungeon? Maybe because it was an AoE. I'm waiting to imagine my way through to find out with a streamer this weekend. My front garden is a jungle, and it's only like 2 meters by a meter. I did inherit a jungle, so it wasn't like, you know, wasn't entirely my doing, but I haven't decided what I want to do with it yet. And the back garden is definitely a jungle. The weather is definitely not helping the grass. It's growing like crazy. I'm going to replace the screen of my Pixel 6 Pro. It's now flickering from the damage in the corner. That was actually the phone that I had before I upgraded. I recently got a Pixel 10 Pro from CEX to upgrade for my Pixel 6. My Pixel 6 is still fine. It's now my media phone, so it stands next to my speaker. So I can put stuff on when I don't want my actual phone to be used either overnight or when I'm doing stuff. But it was great. The battery was starting to go though, definitely. How's the Pixel 10? It's exactly the same as the Pixel 6, to be perfectly honest. If it had the like beveling on the edges, you know, the slight curve that you get on the Pixel 6, it would be the same phone. It's basically just faster and has, you know, obviously a fresh battery and slightly newer tech. It's all I expected it to be honest. I didn't really want it to be anything else. I like the Pixel phones. As much as I dislike Google, I do use their services for the most part, so it's handy. But it's the same phone. I don't know how much is better versus it's just that they have a newer Android version, to be honest. But I think I got it for 600 quid, I think. But I traded in a bunch of old tech for it, so I paid like 100. To be honest, I would have considered trading in my Pixel 6, but someone said, why did no tank interrupt? And I'm just going to reply with, like, bold of you. I am doing. Oh, I didn't put that in Alliance chat. I put that in Shout by accident, but it's fine. It's the same color. I haven't done this Alliance raid for ages. I went for the Pixel 8 Pro, seemed like a good compromise upgrade. Oh, absolutely, especially if you're buying new. I was going to buy that last year. It only happened. I only went for the 10 because I had some stuff to trade in, and I thought I would make, you know, it would make the jump a little less money, and also made it like last a lot bit longer. But I definitely would have gone for the 8 had the 10 not been so reasonable. Is everyone here? I guess so. Damn, I pulled off them immediately. Does that just mean they're low level? Because I didn't even do anything. Ow. I keep pressing my heel randomly, and I don't know why. I will say, though, I bought this PC when my my inheritance came by, because I was like, I'm going to buy the tippy top of everything, because I don't know when I'm going to be able to afford that again. Oh boy, was that a good investment, considering the state of things. Because it's now just over a year old, and it's still the top of the line, and it's probably going to be at the top of the line for a long time yet, assuming nothing breaks. Ow, I was looking at my other screen. I feel like this is Sniper Guy next, right? I'm not crazy. Oh, Yeah, I am still main tanking stuff. I have no idea why I'm pulling the aggro. Maybe I'm the only one that's actually got my tanks spec on. Oh, Sweens, if you're still here, did you watch the Fan Fest? Oh, wait, it's this thing. Do you remember? Because I've read a bunch of stuff since then, but I had a funny feeling there's no tank stance on the Paladin example. Am I crazy, or have they gotten rid of that and just kind of added it to abilities? Because now that's in my head, and I think, one, that would be a really good idea, because we don't, like, forgetting tank stance is honestly the biggest meme of Final Fantasy XIV. But I have a feeling that is actually what's happening, which would be great. Because honestly, they should just make threat nice and big. Because WoW also has it on abilities, but for some reason WoW leaves it to the point that if a spec is a little overpowered currently, it will literally pull off the tank, and I think that's the worst experience in video gaming. Because it's different in old MMO where like everything was a lot simpler, but so pulling off the tank, there was like 2 mobs, and then it was like, oh no, we pulled off the tank, we did a bad thing. The games don't work like that anymore, so it feels really weird that's even a thing, right? That threat management is a thing in these era of MMOs. But I think I read it, and I don't think it was confirmed. I think it was a theory on Reddit. And now I'm worried I'm getting myself excited over nothing. Whoops. Get out. Don't mind me just checking the Who the hell is that person? Oh, it's Matt. Wait, why is... I have a work message. I can't really answer it right now. I'm dying to a boss in Final Fantasy 14. Also, I've been playing a lot of Guild Wars 2, and as I said earlier, by playing it means, what am I going to play? I don't know. So I'm just going to keep trying out characters for a while. And Guild Wars 3... a friend pointed out that we haven't had the 4th race revealed because there is a hooded race in the trailer that is hiding what it truly is. Oh no. And I'm just gonna... my prediction is that is our elf-like stand-in. Because Sylvari can't exist in the time period. Like, they could, but I feel like it would break down the Sylvari lore quite a lot if Sylvari were just there and have been the whole time and no one knew that Sylvari have always existed in some fashion. So I feel like it's... my guess is it's some kind of, like, god-touched human. So, like, it'll just be a human with elf ears. That's all my guess is. There are no elves in Guild Wars lore, but I feel like that could be where it goes. Where am I? Oh, it's because it was a cutscene. That confused me. Da-da-da. Unless it was the crest thing under the bars. Yeah, Paladin didn't have the stance and the evolved stuff they showed. That's interesting. I mean, realistically, like, do There isn't really a situation where you turn it off. Like, you can turn it off if you want to maximize lowering your threat. For certain, like, you know, when you're off-tanking or whatever. But I feel like that should just be... You should just be able to, like, self-shirk, right? So you can just, like what's the Shadow Priest one in WoW? Like, fade? You should just be able to reduce your threat with a button instead of gain threat. I feel like that would make more sense. And then I don't have to bother with this stuff anymore, because... Turning it off is only for tank swap for certain mechanics like an Alexander. Yes. But Shirk and Provoke being one button and two main tanks, I can see it working. Yeah. Yeah. Oh crap, I've forgotten what you're supposed to do with this. Increased damage taken. Well, that's good. Yeah, I guess with shirking, you shouldn't need it anyway for those scenarios. So yeah, I think they could get rid of it. I wouldn't be upset because it's not smart anyway. I would be fine with tank stance if it was on all the time, unless you told it to be off, because because it goes off if you don't go into into max level combat, or the same. Is it the same level combat, or is it just whenever you're level synced? I forget what the specific is, but regardless, it turns off on its own far too much. Although the best one, when I first came back to Final Fantasy, like literally probably like the day after FanFest, maybe even before FanFest because I was excited. Somehow my warrior, the gear set that had saved, had unequipped my job crystal, and also all of my buttons were wrong because obviously I didn't even realize, but I was in like Marauder spec. I felt so bad. I did like one pull and was like, none of this makes any sense. What is happening here? I don't know how that happened. I don't know how it automatically pulled out a job crystal from a gear set. No clue. I can only think that I somehow saved over a set at some point and it like pulled out the job crystal. I don't know why I keep looking away, because that's clearly not what that's supposed to do. But like, it's nearly dead anyway. That happened a while ago when they reworked something. Happened to me as well. Oh, I just probably hadn't played in such a long time. Ah, I gotcha. Alright, at least it wasn't something I necessarily did. The fact I didn't notice was quite hilarious. I didn't even know it let you queue as a sub or like a origin job, to be honest. Because, like, Marauder's completely useless once Warrior's unlocked, so I don't know why that functionality is there. Oh, are we done? Oh, this isn't the one I thought it was. I don't have any of this music, though. Need on that. Ooh, I don't have the painting. I don't have that. We're going to greed on all the gear because it's good for trading in. As for why, it's because jobs are 30 versus dungeons are 15. Oh, yeah, I guess that's true. That is true. And I did queue for... I think I queued for leveling. So, yeah, that would make sense. Oh, I just happened to get... No, that's a lie. I queued for the brand new dungeon at the time, so it should not have let me do that, if I'm being honest. Catgirl can have. What did I get? Oh, I got a scroll. Did I just get... Oh, I got Ultima's transformation. I'll take that. Where's the gate person? Can I do it yet? I'm gonna do a jumping puzzle. What level am I? Almost 98. That's cool. Oh, it's Air Force One again? God damn it. No, I don't want to play. So the only thing I have left is main story scenario, which takes a while. One day we'll get bored of this time and hey, what's that? I do think, like, the next expansion is going to be the biggest change in a long time. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Yeah, so main scenario. Boop. That is immediate. What's it going to give us? It gave us... Oh, it's just the fight. Okay. Not the worst. Not the best. But not the worst. It's a boring fight, but... Misty Kitty needs to do it. Shortest not cutscene sim. Yeah, exactly. It is the best. Did they compensate the amount of... Oh, I haven't got any tanks. What were we just talking about, tanks? Did they compensate the XP gain for this? So that it's equivalent to Praetorium? But I guess the time in Praetorium, so yeah, whatever. Oh god, I don't have half of my buttons. I was gonna heal, I don't have my heal. It's a really boring fight, though. Like, it's perfectly serviceable for little Misty Kitty here, who is a sprout who's going through this for the first time. And is also the healer. Like, I'm not gonna... I don't think it should be any harder. But it is one of the easier fights. Though I don't remember the original fight now. It's been... Was it Endwalker they changed this? It's been a while. I don't think the other one was particularly difficult. It may even be exactly the same.
I feel like they did change it a bit, though. Prey's bosses give more because of how long it takes. Yeah, I think it is. I think XP-wise, Prey is better, but it obviously takes longer, right? Oh, right. I was like, oh no. I was like, oh yeah, no, this is part of what happens. Hydalin's got to save us. We back. I mean, we are almost... We were 97 and like 90%, I think, so we'll see what we are when we get out of this. They split them into 3, Caster and Prey in this. Yes. Yes. And they got rid of Highwind, right? Not Highwind. Highwind is the airship in Final Fantasy VII. Westwind. That's what I was trying to say. Which wasn't part of main story quest, but it's not in the main story anymore, if I remember correctly. It's like a solo duty now, I think. The quote-unquote hardest fight in Final Fantasy XIV. Which was a joy watching every streamer get trolled by that. What does that do? What does Blood Weapon do? Grants 3 stacks of Blood Weapon, restoring MP. Oh, okay. Yeah, exactly. Look, I'm not doing any damage, but I'm still gonna hit it because at least I'm doing something. Everyone else is just sweeping. I think I played Dark Knight for leveling because it's cool and I unlocked it until I got to Gunbreaker, and then I don't think I've ever played it again outside of just making sure it's leveled. But, you know, we'll see what Evolved Combat does because I'm super curious because Paladin is very different. Dun dun dun. Oh yeah, I have Shadowbringer. I literally haven't been using Shadowbringer. That's actually quite funny. I'm a little sad. Dun dun dun. What could possibly be about to happen?
It is the blessing of light that confounds you. Your foe acts under the protection of the crystal she bears.
So, this is what
What?
empowers her.
Hello, Phoenix. That is. Well, hang on. I guess I don't have anything else to read. Wonder has been demonic.
If you are to prevail, the hammer of darkness must needs be brought to bear. upon
Okay.
the shield of
I mean, you
light.
don't have to play the game, but it's a shame that you won't want to play the game if you were enjoying it.
For the ultimate weapon is host
Some
to
people
a
can
power
definitely
which
be
you are as
too
yet ignorant.
fandom juiced, I guess. But no, there are definitely problems with this game. I just love this game. I don't play it all the time. But welcome to the stream.
Scholars of ancient Alec failed to scratch.
Although I will say that there's no, like, FF14 is not every Final Fantasy game. So your gripes with that will not touch any other Final Fantasy game, nor should someone's roasting affect that.
Magic do you speak?
Spell without
I enjoy... Well, that's why I don't want to play any FF titles. Well, unless that person, like, lives with you and is breathing down your neck, one, I would... If someone's causing you that much strife, I would not be friends with them. And two, don't let one person ruin your fun with video games. Life's far too short.
within its now beating heart.
To put it better, fuck them. I played FF 1 to 10, 12, 13...
For my god to be reborn.
That's cool. That is, you have played more than me, technically, because I think I technically started with 7, and I don't think I've really played... I can say I've played the other ones. I think I started some of the earlier ones at various points. You were backseating them in Final Fantasy V? Hang on, is this like more to the lore of what happened, or is this just you telling me that you hung out with them while they played Final Fantasy V? Or do you mean Final Fantasy 14? But like, if you have gripes that you want to see if they're reasonable, I'll absolutely hear you out. Because I wouldn't be surprised if I agree with your gripes, to be honest. But no game's perfect, so everyone should have problems with their favorite game. I forgot how long this cutscene is.
Such devastation! This was not my intention.
Also, chat, for the rest of June, there is a sub and a watch badge. So if you watch for an hour or 2 hours, I think it is, there is a Pride badge. And then if you sub, there is like an inverse version. One particular gripe was not a deal breaker was the way red mages were implemented. Oh, you mean as in like the concept, right? As in like compared to how red mages are in other Final Fantasy games, I assume is what you mean by that. Or do you literally just mean you don't like how the buttons press? Yes, okay. Yeah, that's fair. I think that's absolutely fair. Not all of the jobs are going to feel like their counterparts in various Final Fantasies. If you don't like Red Mage because of that, that's fine. Do I think Red Mage is cool in this? Yes. But that doesn't bear any meaning for anything. We all choose... we don't have to like every job, either. If you don't have problems with it... Exactly. If you don't have problems with something, you don't actually like it. Like, you can also you can obviously differ in opinion. I don't know who this person is. I don't know what their experience is, but if they like red mages, that both things can be true at once. But what's the thing? Objective, I will leave and never come back to the franchise. I don't want to tell you what to think, but I I would be sad for you that whatever this person has said could do that much to you. So I hope you find some other stuff that brings you joy, because ain't no person getting in the way of me in Final Fantasy. Hey, have a fantastic weekend, Phoenix. Thank you for stopping by. Oh, there's me thinking an actual mechanic was happening. It is not. The community spoke in a safe place. I don't know quite what you meant, but my community, in the terms of Sweeney, said that the other person in this conversation is incorrect. Not you, if that helps. Oh. Ah, I wasn't paying attention. Oh no. There's so few buttons. I think this might be the worst one, to be honest. Like the worst phase. The other one's fine. I think this one's actually more boring than the first one. But you know, it's fine. It's fine for what it is. Not saying it should be different. Yeah, exactly. It was a follow-up to No Game is Perfect. You should be able to take criticism of your favorite game anyway, but at the same time, there can be too much negativity, but that doesn't mean that you were being too negative. It's all about balance. And ultimately surrounding yourself with people who are balanced enough to be able to have normal conversations about things. Oh crap, I was looking at chat, I was not paying attention. I wonder when we see Final Fantasy 17. Because I really want Final Fantasy 17 to be built off of what Final Fantasy VII Remake has done in terms of combat and everything else. Because we're never going back to fully turn-based. They've just made it clear that turn-based is happening with the 2D HD stuff, I'm pretty sure. And I think that's fine. I think there's no issue with that. So yeah, I do wonder. Ending with the next game? Yes, it is. And that comes out spring, so what is spring? Like February or later? Is February still winter? So March to May? So like they could announce Final Fantasy 17 as early as next summer, but when did Final Fantasy 16 come out? Quite a while ago now, right? I think it's been enough time. I just don't know what they're doing with it is the thing. Oh, I didn't give them accommodation. I feel bad now. Yeah, we didn't get that much XP for that, to be honest. Well, that's all the leveling I'm doing. I didn't read it. Was it Slices Right? Oh, it's Air Force One again? Why is it Air Force One every time I'm ready? The next gate will be in Round, which is... Is Round this one? That's main stage. Which one's Round? Oh! Round Square at top of the hour? That might be it, right? Is that it? Where's the fucking crystal? Oh, I need to do my trades. Check my ventures have been happening. I really need to re-list everything, but can't be bothered. Oops. I'm very excited for the 2D HD. What was it called? Resonance? Final Fantasy Resonance? Super down for that. I think the art's incredible. And a clever use of a, mobile game story that, from what I hear, is a good story. It's just, people didn't play it that much because it was a mobile game. At least people in the West. I'm sure it was much more popular in the East. Four minutos. Switch to Viper. She's so cool. Beam, 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 beam. Oh, they did actually leave. What an odd conversation. Like, part of me hopes that that was, like, bullshit. But I can believe it is the problem. Because I said like a few weeks ago, I think fandom in 2026 is like modern day religion. Like, religion still exists, obviously, but like it feels like fandoms have become this, like, because of the accessibility of social media and the judgment that can come for it, like fandoms are crazy exclusionary and devoted and just absolutely batshit. From the specific part I'm talking about, obviously, I think, like, I'm a massive, massive fan of Final Fantasy or WoW or like Expedition 33, like loads of stuff. But I would say, like, I would make a fan website about some of these games, but like some of these people just, they aren't attached to reality anymore. There's no way it's Air Force One again. I mean, I'll do it, but I want to do a different event. Maybe we should do housing instead. Yeah, fuck it, I'm going to go to my house for 20 minutes. Especially with the titles of the games now. Revelation and Genesis. It's very funny that Genesis is a Blade. Purely because of who Genesis is in Final Fantasy. It just makes me laugh, but yeah, I mean, Final Fantasy VII has that level of fandom. I think they have that level of, like, obsessive fandom. And I think the most of it is because, like, I watch endless amounts of videos of people theorizing or reacting to or, you know, playing through my favorite games and franchises and stuff like that. If they end up being too negative, I just won't watch them anymore because I don't enjoy that. Fandom, in the way that I'm describing, is seeing that and then going after that person, whether it's just filling up their comment section to like say why they're wrong or whatever. And I'm just like, I don't have the energy for that. I don't care if someone doesn't like it. I just don't want to be around that person because it doesn't suit me. The same with my friends who don't like the same shows as me. I'm not going to talk about that show with them anymore because there's no point. We don't have the same interest. But people are just not, the people I'm talking about are just not adult enough to be able to have that separation. Right? Like if I mention something to one of my close friends, they'll be like, hey, this game was really good. And they go, oh yeah, I played it, I didn't like it. I'm like, oh, that's a shame. I really enjoyed it. You know, great ending, whatever. But that will be the end of the conversation. But I think being online especially gives people this, like, it's different than the anonymity it gives people to be like sexist or whatever, but it's less, I won't say less damaging, but more vocal almost. Because there's some crazy drama in like fan circles for stuff, like crazy drama, like actually insane drama for like just the stupidest stuff that if you explained it to someone who is not within that sphere would be like, what? Why? The new Xenoblade does look really good. I haven't played any Xenoblade game, so I kind of need to do that. Left short is negative, of course. Understand, but hate the you said too much, now I won't do it kind of reactions. Oh yeah, it depends. What do you mean? What's your example of that? Because I have an example, but I don't know if it's the same one. Yeah, negative. Like there's a guy on TikTok, or I think he's a streamer. I think he's called like Sebi something. He always goes on about how he wants Final Fantasy to go back to being turn-based. But then he gets like really like negative about Final Fantasy. And I'm just like, well, you just don't like Final Fantasy anymore, dude. Like there's no two ways about it. I think Final Fantasy 16 is a fantastic game. I loved Final Fantasy 16. I 100% completed that game pretty much. And I have the, you know, big thick lore book they did recently behind me. I think it's incredible. I think it was incredibly Final Fantasy in terms of the world, which is honestly the bit that grabs me the most of the time. So yeah, it's like, but I can't complain. Like, would I love an Expedition 33 like Final Fantasy? Yeah, but do I think they would get the numbers before seeing Expedition 33 do so well? Would I see them get the numbers and risk going to something that they deem as an older combat system? No, and I don't really blame them for it. But Final Fantasy is not about the combat system, for example. But seeing this person, this Sebi person, who, well, he just kept appearing on my feed, and he was just dunking on Final Fantasy, and he, like, it was so incredibly spirally negative that I was like, I don't want this person. I block people all the time on any platform. If they are negative about stuff that I do not want to see, I just block them. Because I cannot, there is, as Sweeney said, life's too short. I'm excited about something, the last thing I want to see is a bunch of people being negative about it. Obviously, there are valid negativities that you can bring up, whether it's the state of the company behind it, or actual issues the game may have. But if you just don't like something, you don't need to go on about it and on about it and on about it. That's the part that irks me the most. The crazy thing is, everyone, everyone in this example is always saying that it should go back to being turn-based and blah, 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 and all this kind of stuff. But, like, it's worth remembering that the last time that it was, in the traditional sense, is when Final Fantasy X came out. Like, that's the last, I would say, fully turn-based, full, you know, the closest to your traditional Final Fantasy combat. And that is 25 years ago. The market that Square will want to be hitting for Final Fantasy mainline games wasn't even born. So what do they want to try and catch now? It's not like, obviously you could do well with those kind of games, but they want to catch people who are playing games on PS5 now. And the most popular thing on PS5 or Xbox or PC will not be a turn-based RPG. Simple as that. So I understand why they don't. And they've made a different combat system every single game, almost. So it's not particularly shocking. Do I think 16... I think Final Fantasy Remake combat is the best Final Fantasy combat that isn't turn-based. I think I prefer it to base turn-based as well. And I prefer it to Final Fantasy 16's combat. I thought Final Fantasy 16 combat was fantastic, but if I'm being objective on what I liked more, I think Final Fantasy 7 Remake's combat is better. But a lot of that has to do with the fact that obviously you've got materia and you've got the other things that lead in, and Final Fantasy 16 was very streamlined in that sense. So, like, I get it, but yeah. Case in point, there is no time to be negative. I will tell you I don't like something, and then I will move on. I can't be bothered to sit and whinge and moan about something because, you know, I get it. Some people make money off doing that stuff, but it just feels like the way to depression for me. I want to, like, the reason I watch content and the reason I follow people or watch reactions is because I want to see people excited so that I can share in the excitement that they have for something, because I'm also excited about the thing. And that's really that simple. I'm still annoyed that I can't make this fit. There must be a way to get that to clip into this fence. Like, there must be a way. I know you can get it, like, on the fence, but I don't want it to be not on the ground. I guess I could put something underneath it. But I don't know if there's, like, a stage platform I can put underneath, but it just needs to be, because it's... I mean, if you look here, it's like me and a bit. And if this went me and a bit to this direction, it would probably be spot on, and it's upsetting me. Because then I can't even get up to show you what I mean, because then if you go up here and then it would be the perfect viewing platform for my waterfall. Main examples of many streamers for that there are a lot of... One more person says do side content like Ray's is getting banned. I'm doing MSQ until it's done kind of things. I think that one's a case where sometimes your community can, like the community of the game, like especially 14 players can be very specific. And you get it in other games where, like, oh, you haven't done the side content, so you're not playing the game properly. So, like, as long as if it's in moderation, like, sure. But if people are actually just, like, being, like, obsessive about, no, you've got to do this, you've got to do that, then, yeah. I mean, you must remember that at one point, which is a long time ago now, and it was not on this stream, it was when I was doing streams for CodeSync, I played Undertale, right? I played Undertale, and I somehow ended up pulling in a bunch of Undertale fans. I don't remember if it was on YouTube or Twitch, they basically found... I was doing like the first bit of the game. I was only going to play 2 hours of this game, right? So it was the start in the house, and I was just playing it, was enjoying it, was fine, and there's just wave of people came in, and they were just like telling me to do stuff. And I was like, who are these people and where did they come from? And I was a bit like, it was fine. It was mostly just like, hey, do this, don't forget to do this or whatever. Most of it was okay from what I remember. But I can't remember. I think it's when I know basically that there's a character that you can kill early on in the game. I ended up doing that purely to spite the people in chat because they were pissing me off so much. Because, oh, that was it. I think everyone was trying to get me to go for a pacifist run or something. And I was like, one, I don't even know what that... Like, I know what the word pacifist means, but, like, I didn't know that was a thing. So you're already spoiling me on the outcomes of this game. Two, I didn't ask you to tell me that. Three, I'm now going to kill this character. You're welcome. They did not enjoy that very much. It was funny. It was absolutely hysterical for me. Like, I still remember that stream because it made me laugh so much because I pissed them off so badly. You know, it would be different if it was like a community goal from my community who had got me to play it, and like go from there, you know? And like I was, you know, basically expecting to be backseated, and I was kind of almost, you know, guys, you tell me how to play this because this was your win, right? But this wasn't. This was a random game. Is there an archive of that? I don't know, because one, obviously I don't work at Coaching anymore, so I don't have access to stuff. But I don't know if I left those up, because I did archive a lot of stuff over the years, just because there was a lot. I don't know, though. Let me have a look. And also, I don't know how much I'm embellishing this story. Oh, actually, there is. No, it does actually exist still. I'm not watching it, because that makes me want to die inside. But, yeah, feel free to skim through this. I'm assuming I told the story correctly. But I know I killed the person spitefully. There you go. That is from 11th of June, 2020. But yeah, very funny. I remember a lot about that day because of where I was, what was happening. It was also, I think it was over lockdown, right? So, people are crazy. Yeah, I really don't know if I want to... Shortify and Tyler, lesson for Undertale fans. I mean, I could download it and make a clip of it to put somewhere. Or, like, like, put it under a no backseating tag or something. Yeah, I wanted to do housing, but I really, like, because of this not working, I don't want to finish this. Let's go back to the gold source for something to do. It's getting on in time, so I'm not going to do anything brand new and big. Backseat and it's just her getting stabbed. I mean, I don't know. I have to look through the video. I definitely did. I don't know if I ended it there. Let me mute. I don't want to watch it. I mean, they are very low. Am I low on health or are they low on health? Yeah, there you go. I found it. I found it. Like, at least I obviously only got the YouTube chat. I don't have the... Oh, the Twitch chat. The Twitch chat is underneath me. I don't know if... I can't see them. I want to bring it up on stream because it's not even my content. So I know I stopped it. Wait. I can barely read that chat, but to be honest, there could have been simply one person telling me not to do it and I would have done it. But I think it was like a handful of people. All I know is I killed the character. What's next? Please give me a jumping puzzle. Any way the wind blows? No! That is not what I wanted. We're gonna do it, but that's not what I wanted. The old setup with Animal Crossing in the back. Yeah, when we were trapped indoors. Yeah, that was before we moved here. I think we moved... That was June, right? I think we moved here that December. If there are any streams for Coatsink beyond that point, that's where the background would have changed. My poor TV probably didn't appreciate having Animal Crossing on that much. But yeah, killing the character was the last thing I did, and then I don't even know what I said, and I just pushed like scene change and basically said goodbye, I think. Yeah, it's mostly the Twitch category they would find Undertale streamers in. Yeah, you can, like I said, you can see the Twitch chat just underneath my cam, but it's obviously hard to read. And I don't know how long before I actually did the thing that people were yapping, but I feel like people were yapping for quite some time. I mean, to be fair, I don't know how long does stats stay? Look. I don't know if I can do it this way. Let's have a look. How do I change? There we go. That's the only one there. Oh, it didn't show up anymore. Yeah, it didn't. It's not. Why is that? I wonder why it's not logged in. Weird. Oops. I bet it happened to another friend. All right, so things up. Show welfare that she no longer streams because of it. Oh wow, that's terrible. I want to say we've banned people from here for doing it. I don't have an issue with backseating for the most part, so it's fine. But obviously that's a completely different scenario. But I want to say I've banned someone because of it. Warframe because he doesn't want to Nine Inch Nails and the Backstreet Boys in the same mission. Is that like the newer, like later, or sorry, latest Warframe stuff, Sweens? But yeah, I think backseating like that is probably the thing I'd be worried about most streaming. And not even because I care, in the sense that it wouldn't, like, upset me. It would piss me off. It would obviously sap the fun out of what I was doing. Which is why I'm careful with not playing my favorite story games the first time through on stream so far. I mean, I can't afford to, right? Like, I don't make any money off of this. Like you all drop a sub and stuff every now and again, and that's fantastic. I appreciate it. I buy a game every now and again. But like, it's not my job, so I don't have to. Would I do it if it was my job? Sure. Because we'd set up guardrails and all the rest of it. But yeah. Like, I really want to do a Drakengard run. Like, I'd love to do a Drakengard run where we play Drakengard 1. I don't know if you're supposed to play 2 in that scenario, because I've never played Drakengard, and I'm sure they're terrible at this point, because they're like PS1 games. And then play Nier and Nier Replicant, because like the Nier games are incredible. And after watching Evangelion, I kind of see where they came from. But it's also, like, it's older, right? Drakengard 1 Nier, Drakengard 3 Nier Automata. Really? Is that the actual Draken Nier order? Ah, we lost. It's fine. I've not looked up which games you're supposed to play, to be fair. I just know that 2 wasn't made by Yoko Taro, right? Farming stuff are pretty recent. Getting shinies for the next update on the 17th. Is the 17th the stuff they were showing off in trailers last week? I assume. Oh god, if I read it, it would help. Air Force 1 again. Why are there no jumping puzzles anymore? Are there actually just no jumping puzzles? Or are they like at sporadic times? Yeah, okay, cool. Nice. Thick thighs? Wait, why does it say level question mark? Oh, that's the guild. I was like, what? I got you. Oh yeah, we haven't done our mini cackpot. Okay. We don't want either of these rows. We don't want this row. But this one's the only one it can be. That's even worse. We could go this way and go for the high. I didn't get to go for the high either. Because that's what? 18? Which is not worth it. Yeah, you need much higher. Which would mean, I mean, you need 9, 8, 7, right? 17. Yeah, you need 987. 987 or 986, which... I mean, I guess this is the... It was not that. The 8 was there. I mean, I do want 3. So I can only have this and this with this 3. So... Not that way. Not that way either. 9 is in the middle. What is the other highest? I think it doesn't really matter. Like 21. $20's not enough. Better than nothing, of course. It's fine. We got one more? Yeah, one more. These are terrible. What are these rolls? I mean, it can't be high enough. Yeah, it's going to be... It's fine. I don't even need the currency, really. I don't think there's anything I don't have. Oh, they reorganized this stuff. Simple... Wait, what's the simple frames? Hang on. Look at Final Fantasy Connect. Framer, kits, let's see, XIV, collect. Here it is, the simple ones. Where are they? Simple pink, simple violet. What do they look like? Oh, that's quite cute. It is genuinely very simple. But it's quite nice. I don't need it, though. I can certainly afford it. And these are all pets. Music and furnishings? Music and then the furnishings are all just like the... entry door? I've never even seen that before. Billiard table. Yeah, it's like the arcade stuff. Oh yeah, the dance pole, which I do have one of at least. Gear. See, the gear really upset me because they changed the tights on the bunny outfit to see your legs more, but because my legs are just grey, it doesn't change anything. They still look bad. So I wanted to be able to use these because they're great, but when you do the dyeing, this is the wrong ones anyway. Like, that's whatever, that's fine. Was it these ones? Bunny Chief ones? Yeah, it doesn't really do anything. You just see my legs. They didn't make it see-through enough. You want it to be like fishnetty. And I don't think there's anything new here. There's archdemon horns and stuff, which I would probably use once they make my headpiece a faceware. Once they make this a fashion accessory, which I hope they do. They've made one similar, but it's not this one. I want them to make specifically this one. And I'll be very happy. A bunch of like t-shirts which are cute. And then there's only weapons for the OG classes, right? Yeah. Shame. And then you are... Yeah, you're the weapons from the PvP stuff. The crossover with something? I don't know what it is. Super Sentai or something? Which, to be fair, does have some very cool pieces. Not that, though. Wait, these ones aren't even dyeable. Oh, is it these ones that are undyeable and the PvP ones that are? I don't even wear that stuff. Yeah, because that's the one I have. But I must have it from PvP. Like this one, it isn't terrible, but I feel like it dies like crap. The last one must be... What is this stuff? I wear that one. Yeah, this is the healer version, which, again, I also have. Not required. I think next door's cooking food. It's floating up through their back door into my office. Smells delicious. I can't believe there's no jumping puzzles. Ugh. Okay, chat, I'm gonna call it there, I think. We had some fun. I'll be back in a couple of weeks. I will not be here next week or the week after. I am away seeing a certain someone. And I'll be back after that. And we will probably start something then. Part of me really wants to buy and play the Adventures of Elliot game, or whatever it's called. The Zelda-like from Square Enix. But I don't know, because I need to see how long the game is. I guess that comes out on the 18th, so it'll be while I'm away, so I can see if the game, like how long the game is, to see if we can get through it. But we will still continue Final Fantasy Fridays. And I want to see, you know, how well we can do. And what we can play through. Hey, nice, Sweens, you got another card. Only 2 left. You've got the 5-star card left, and Pet, which is the 4-star card. Which is the 2 rarest ones to go, no pressure. But yeah, we'll be back. I'll still be on Discord, obviously. I'll still be dropping stuff. I'm going to be, you know, on a computer, so I'm not going to be miles away. So hopefully I will drop anything interesting in there. There is also... Oh, well done, Sweeney. There is also, if you haven't been on the Discord for a while, there is now a gaming news channel which pulls the RSS feed from This Week in Video Games, which is a very, very, very good news website that has no ads, and it's funded entirely by patrons and a YouTuber called SkillUp, who does fantastic reviews and critiques and stuff. And I also posted in there yesterday, I posted gamerecap.io or gamesrecap.io. I don't remember that. One of them is a real domain. The other one is like a phishing domain, so be careful. But the link that's pinned in the game news channel on Discord takes you to a basically a consolidator which pulls every trailer from every showcase from like the past week or so that you can go and check out anything that you may have missed. So I've pinned that because that's pretty useful. And yeah, the cards will probably be gone when I get back to do something else with them. This was a test I put up in an hour yesterday. I'm still tempted to try and build one, like a similar system in Firebot, just to see if I can do it and how it looks. But we shall see, chat. Have a wonderful weekend. Have a wonderful next couple of weeks. Play some video games. Hopefully get some decent weather. And I will see you then. I'm going to go get some curry. Take it easy, chat. Wait, I don't have this on the... Hang on, I don't have this on the end screen, so I'm going to have to wait for it to pull. You didn't get it, Sweeney. GG alls. Bye.